How's it going, everyone? This is Aaron from Amsterdam Production, and today I'm going to show you guys how to do version controlling with SmartGit and Github. This is going to be our end result, and I know 20 minutes video might be a little bit long for you, so I created certain checkpoints which you can find in the description below, and you can just pick the part which is interesting for you, and yeah, let's jump in it. Oh, and one more thing, I would appreciate it very much if you subscribe to my channel. Thanks. This is the download page of SmartGit. I'm going to link it to the description, and this is github.com. This is what I'm going to use for the initial repository creation. I already registered in here, so I can just pretty much create a new repository. But you can register yourself with any email address. Okay, that's going to be the name of our repository. It's with the same description, and I'm going to create a private repository and initialize with a readme. Alright. And I'm going to clone it to my local computer, GitHub and repository, and let's open up SmartGit. So this is the empty SmartGit. There's not much to see here at right this point. You should create or add the new repository, and yeah, you have a couple options, but we are going to use clone it. Okay, the URL is already pasted in here. That's the default behavior of SmartGit. So we can just hit next. We are going to check out our only branch, which is master, so there is not much to think about, and the location on our local computer looks good to me. Okay, at this point I'd like to ask you guys that don't forget to answer the question of the video, which is for what purpose are you using SmartGit or GitHub? It's a corporate environment or a hobby project or anything like that. Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, so once we have that checked out, let's see what we have here. Let's start with branches. Here we can see different branches. This is the origin. Under the origin we can see our GitHub repository with a master branch, and under local branches the identical copy of the repository, also with the same branch, the master one. On this we are going to work in the first time. And on the repositories, we have only this one repository. In the commit section, we can see the different versions, commits, and branches once we check or tick this checkbox in here. And on the right side, we can see the files included in our repository. And once we select the file, we can see the contact in this section. Alright, so let's do something more interesting. Open up our local repository and add the new file. Okay, it's going to be index.html, and I'm going to edit this with Sublime. So I just drag it in here, add some content to it. Let's say hello world is going to be the title. Okay, so far so good. Let's go back to SmartGit. Now we can see that there is a working tree change. This is our local edit, and once we commit it, just include the index.html, provide some meaningful message, something like this, and then do the commit. Once we committed, this is a newer version of the master branch, so yeah, just one version ahead. And then let's do the push, which is just going to synchronize this change with our remark repository, which is on the GitHub. And push succeeded. Okay, we can see pretty much the content of the index.html once we select here, and yeah, so far so good. Let's say we have a feature request, we want to resolve a bug, or we just have a simple task and deal with it. So for that, we always create a new branch. I'm going to call this branch task A. Add branch. Now you can see at this point it's ticked in the branches list, so we can trace it on the commit section, and this task A is identical with the master one, because we created this out of the master branch. Alright, with double click we can select or check out the task A, and once we have it checked out, we can work on it. Let's say task A is to add an h1 title to the index.html. Alright, once we saved it, we have to do the commit, provide some message. Now we can't do the commit and push in a single step, because we cannot only do the commit. And the reason for that, because we haven't synchronized task A so far. But yeah, once an initial synchronization happens, which we are doing right now with a push, so later on we can do the commit and push in a single step. Alright, push succeeded. So far so good. Let's say we have another feature request, we are going to call it task B. For that we are creating another branch out of the master one. Add branch, and straight away another developer start to work on the same issue or task, and he creates for himself another branch for that, and he's going to call it task B. At this point we can see that task B and B are identical with the master one, and once we check out the task B, we can start to work on the feature or the issue or the task, which is just to add an h2 tag. Save it. Once we saved it, we can do the commit. And once we committed it, we can do the push, the synchronization. But in the meanwhile, task B, the other developer, checks out his branch because he's going to implement the change request, and he thinks that he has a better implementation for the issue. So once we have it checked out, we can give a better implementation. It's something that can happen in real life. This is I'm sorry. And just let's say there is a tiny difference, and he commits and he thinks that it's a better implementation for the task B. And let's synchronize it with a push. Alright, let's create our last change request. We are going to call it task C. It's going to be a simple one, just like task A at the beginning, and it's going to be pretty straightforward. We check it out, and let's say this is about to provide plain text. Save it, commit it, and push it. Alright, so now we have implemented all the changes which we'd like to have, and we like to deploy our code, we like to have a unified code base, so let's do the merging part. So it's going to be more interesting at this point. First, let's deal with task B and B, because they are proposal for the same task. How we do merging? We always check out a branch to which we would like to merge. So let's check out B, because that was created earlier. And to this branch, we are going to select task B right from here. And that means that we are going to merge B into B. And then we hit merge. Create merge commit. Okay, we do have a conflict. Let's resolve that. Now that's a cool thing I like about SmartGit, that there is an inbuilt conflict list resolver. So we can see with red, it's marked the file in which the conflict exists, and then we right click and then select conflict solver. This is nothing more than a merge tool, but yeah, SmartGit has it inbuilt, and I like this feature because there you have everything in a single place. And let's see how it works. On the left side we can see this is task B, and on the right side this is task B. And in the middle we will have the unified code. Now we have a couple options once we staying in the middle. We have these 4 options, which side we would like to take. Okay, so at this point you have to understand what you are doing, and you have to understand the code. But yeah, we do understand, and we know that task B is the better implementation, which is on the right side, so we're just going to take the right side. And then we save it, we close it, and we stage it. Okay, at this point always do a commit, it's important. the message is automatically generated. If you like it, you can take it and do a commit and push. Alright, once it succeeded, we have taken care about task B. Let's trace it back. So task B is the most advanced version, which is coming out of this point where H2 added. Okay, that was the task. Let's trace it back. Master. Yeah, it was coming out of the master. It's just the task B was created out of the master. The H2 was added, and after that the merge happened. And what we have merged, if we trace that line back, we can see that it's coming out of the task B. So we merged the task B into the B, which was originally created from the master branch. That's how you should read about these lines and trace them back. Alright, so let's take care about task C and task A. Okay, task A, let's check it out. So task A and task C, they are good in themselves, so we can straight away start to merge it into the master branch. For that, check out master branch. And once we have checked out master branch, select task A and then do the merge. At this point, SmartGit acknowledged that they can be merged without any conflict. So we have this option fast forward. We just hit that and the merge already succeeded, and only the H1 line was included at this point. So yeah, that's good. And yeah, we took care about task A. Now the second thing, we are going to take care about task C. For that, we check out the master branch. We are good with that, and then selecting task C and then hitting the merge button. We're creating a merge commit. Yeah, there is a conflict. SmartGit doesn't know how to resolve or how to merge the code, so we do have to do it manually. And at this point, we also have to understand what's about it is, and yeah. We are just taking the master branch, of course. That looks good to me. So this is the left side, and we also want to include the right side, which is task C. So we're first going to take left and then right. Okay, so there is the task A and task C included. Looks good. Save it, close it, and stage it. Alright, don't forget to commit and push. Okay, well, we could trace at this point back how task C was merged, but just a different pattern as we did it before. We are not going to do that. Well, there is one last thing remains, that task B is still out of the master branch, so we should merge it into the master branch. Master branch is checked out, so we select the task B and then hitting the merge. I do expect the conflict here. Yeah, we do have the conflict. Close it and then resolve the conflict. Alright, so we have the master branch and task B. We definitely want to include the master branch and task B as well, but yeah, we could just do that. We are taking master branch and then task B, so that would be like task left and then right. But yeah, you have a different order here, like H1, P and H2, so at this point you have to go in there and modify it manually. And yeah, this looks good. That's what we want to have, so we save it, we close it, stage it, and commit and push. Alright, and now if we select the index.html, we can see that on the master branch we have the unified code base, which we already pushed, synchronized with our remote branch. So if we check out on the GitHub, let's do a refresh, just making sure that everything's fine. We can see all the branches are listed there, and if we select the index.html, we can see that there is a unified code base which we can work with later on or deploy it straight away. So yeah, we did it. Thanks for watching. If you like the content of the video, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you next time.